Welcome. You are watching Line Screw 1.
Okay, next stop is Juniper Beach Provincial Park. Well, hello tubers, hope you're doing well wherever you are in this crazy YouTube universe. It's a bit windy, hopefully it's not affecting the audio, but today I am coming to you from the fabulous and brutally hot Juniper Beach Provincial Park between Cache Creek and Kamloops. So this is tucked up right against the Thompson River, and it's a lovely campground, but in the summer it's brutally hot. Don't be fooled by this little grass oasis. This is all water that's pumped from the ground well, and they keep it nice and green and lush, but it's completely desert all around. It really looks like Vegas. In fact, it's pretty much a semi-desert if you ever drive like Highway 95 north of Vegas, and I've done it a couple times. You drive north all the way to Canada. It's really similar species of plants and animals because this area is on a rain shadow and it's dry. And in fact, I think it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's already about 33 degrees Celsius. So I think we're gonna be hitting probably around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Everybody with an RV's got their air conditioning going. Now the saving grace is that you have 30 amps of power here. There's a Sani station. You don't have full hookups, so you got water, you got electricity, but it's 30 amps. So don't try to run 2 air conditioners. But I got mine going. I'm just gonna do a little walk around before the maximum heat of the day hits, when it's going to be brutally hot, and I'll either have to be under the awning or inside. But the evening is kind of nice. This place does attract a lot of people that want to go and fish right here. Keep in mind you will need a fishing license, but there you go. If you like fishing, book one of these sites. It's a very short walk, and there you go. You can enjoy fishing almost from your RV, so to speak. But I'm charging everything up. I'm gonna fill up my water supply, and I'm gonna do the unthinkable, like have a shower. I know Carolyn's RV life, she thinks I'm bragging when I say that. So my magical mystery tour campgrounds continues. How many campgrounds have I been? And so far, we had Emery Creek around Yale, then I doubled back and I was at Bray Island at Fort Camping, or as they call it, Fort Camping. Then Ski Hist, and now up to here. So far so good. Today is day 10 of being homeless. Yeah, I guess you could even say I'm unemployed. Homeless and unemployed. And I'm discovering that it costs at least $1,000 a week to be homeless. So on day 10, I can tally my expenses. About $1,500 for 10 days so far. That covers food, gasoline's about $400 already. Campground fees, food, incidentals, snacks, and then the RV repair, doubling back, about $1,500.
So I'm estimating that to be homeless and to travel about in a motorhome, minimum 1,000 a week, minimum. I'm sure I'm going to have some weeks, could be 2,000-3,000 a week. Could be. And if I really tighten my belt, I might get her down to $700-800 a week. But generally speaking, it is expensive to be homeless. With so many people homeless in the US of A and Canada, I don't know how they can afford it. Of course, if you're just sleeping on a bench and you don't have anything, and there's no gas, no insurance, no RV pad, no fuel, and you know, well, I guess for most homeless it's just cigarettes and booze, right? I even quit smoking. So on the cigarette side, I'm saving between $10 and $20 a day. So if I would have still been on the road smoking after 10 days, do the math, you know, pack of smokes are like $21 up here. So, oh boy. But yeah, I'm amazed at how many people on YouTube, like the great Bob Wells, we're supposed to, you know, bow our heads and not look at him because he's like the Pope of the homeless. And he's still cranking out videos saying you can live in an old Prius, $700-800 a month, and you can have a great life. A month. I am telling you, for God's sakes, 1,000 a week minimum. 1,000 a week. And it's so damn hot. If you look behind me, it's all sagebrush and desert. This is pretty much the northern end of the desert. It's a semi-desert out here in the Kamloops area. That's British Columbia. It is very arid, and we have thunderstorm warnings. It's cloudy-ish, but it's still 34 degrees Celsius, so it's brutal. It's like in the 90s. And the humidity's nasty, so I can see us having one hell of a thunderstorm later today. I can see it happening. And in fact, I checked my phone, there is warnings going on. But luckily there are plugins, and you got to pay a little extra $5 a day, but you know what? It's nice to have that air conditioning. It's just, I'm just too old to just sweat it out, you know. I did it the last few days in ski hiss, and I got tired of it. Soon I will be at the next provincial park, and I will be sweating it out probably. But I got to get that damn generator fixed. So I'll be finding a small engine mechanic somewhere in the North Okanagan or Kamloops area to drop that off, have it serviced, and hopefully he can turn that around in a couple days, and I'll stick around the area and get that taken care of. But that's going to be another thing that rhymes with Amex. Everything rhymes with Amex. So I'm suggesting for all of you that want to be homeless like me, first of all, okay, first $1,000 a week minimum, but have a budget that can extend to maybe $2,000. Second of all, have a high limit credit card, and make sure everything rhymes with American Express, so you can get those American Express membership reward points, so you can fly first class when you want to be homeless, like in Europe or overseas, right? I highly recommend it. See, Bob Wells doesn't recommend American Express, and they're not a paid sponsor, by the way. I'm just giving you free advice, right? So, but I do see the Carolyn's RV Life, you know, since we're covering all the bases here, Carolyn's RV Life on Threads. She's going crazy about Trump, even though she's not in the US of A. She is here in Canada with me. I'm on her heels. I'm on her heels. So what was her latest little thing here? She's talking about the strike. There's apparently gonna be a strike. I gotta find it here. I took a screenshot of her threads. Oh yeah, August 9th, shut the country down. No work, no shopping, no internet, no gas, no groceries. Okay, she's gonna participate on this national strike. Apparently it's something to be anti-Trump with, I guess, and so that's part of her brand. August 9th. But you see, she's always on a national strike. Her August 9th national strike will be successful because every day is a strike for her. She's on a strike against the male-dominated patriarchy that do all the engineering of the roads that she drives on, all the bridges, the ferries that are built, the railways that bring her freight, even all her her drop shipment crap that she sells and the stuff she buys from Amazon is a man driving a truck. Most of the time, there's a few ladies out there, and I salute you ladies that do it, but she's on a national strike because every damn day of her life, because she can't afford my budget, you know, $1,000 a week, staying in nice RV parks or provincial parks, state parks, national parks. She can't afford that. Can't afford it. And so she's not spending the money on gas. So on that strike day, she won't be working because she don't have a job. She won't be buying gas because she's hiding somewhere out in the forest in Canada, right? She won't be doing it. She's not even in the United States. So why would she participate in a national strike in a foreign country? It's cuckoo. And even if she was hiding in Pahrump in the wintertime or upstate New York in the summer, she ain't spending 2 nickels on that day because she barely has 2 nickels to spend anyway. So I don't get it. She's just full of fluff and hot air and nonsense, and rallying the liberal socialist troops behind her with all sorts of crazy nonsense. And it's quite sad that she devotes so much emotional and mental energy to things that have no relevance and things that do not actually improve her life. What she really needs is to maybe take a good shower, put on some clean clothes, and drop off some resumes and get a job. Maybe put some color in her hair, a little bit of makeup, and shave the pits, and get a job. And maybe she'll attract a man when she puts a little bit of, you know, self-esteem back in her life, and a little bit of, you know, I'm not saying she needs vanity, but she needs a little bit of self-care, at least in terms of her personal grooming. So she can get a man, maybe the man will help pay her bills, she'll get a job, she'll have some stability, she can move out of that rat trap of a beat-up RV that's just held together with tape. I mean, what kind of life is this? It's no wonder she's angry. If me and Carolyn's RV lives switched all of a sudden, like I just woke up one day, I'm her, trapped in her crazy life, and she's trapped in mine, she'd immediately go, holy crap, I got some money. I got an American Express card. Holy crap, life is good. And look, I'm in a better RV. Holy crap. She'd be like losing her mind with happiness. Well, speaking of which, train going by. How much you want to bet that train is being operated by a man? And they're hauling petroleum products and other products that were harvested or mined by men. See, Carolyn's RV life sees a train. She just sees the male-dominated patriarchy. Anyway, it's getting a bit noisy here, so let's cut the video off here. And the squealing brakes are driving me nuts. So you put your comments down below. Hope you guys are doing well. I'll talk to you soon on the road. Over and out.
I got you.